Hello and welcome to another episode of KenTraining. What we're going to do today is we are going to install an electrical cut-in box and a low voltage box. KenTraining is a channel that we try to give you the information you need so that you can tackle these types of jobs on your own. So let's get right to this job. I'll show it to you. Okay, right there is a cut-in box. This here is the orange. That's the low voltage box. I have a drywall saw, which is what we're going to use to cut the hole, and I've got a Phillips head screwdriver. I got a cordless drill somewhere over here, and I got a pencil somewhere on the ground right over there. So what we're going to do is making up, I did a mock-up wall here where I'm working with a FabricMate system. If you want to see these videos, you can go to my YouTube channel, KenTraining, and do that. Oh, by the way, please click on like. Give me an extra like before you forget. I need the likes. And leave comments as well if you like the video or anything about the video. Okay, so what we want to do is right in these two fields areas right here, we want to put in one low voltage box and one high voltage cut-in box. So we'll put in the high voltage cut-in box and then the low voltage box. Okay, so let's get to it. First thing I want to do is I want to, let's just say that I want to put the cut-in box right here, approximately, right there. Okay, and I got a pencil here. I'm just going to outline this top section here of where I want this cut-in box to go. Forget about that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape measure. Let me take my tape measure here. I'm just going to measure this out real fast. And it's about 3 1/8 by 2. So it's 3 1/8 by 2. So what I want to do is I want to go to 13 1/8. So I put it on 10, I go to 13 1/8. I got that right there. And the other one was 2 inches. So let me just go like this, go to 4, and then I'll just bring this to 6. Alright, now that I've got those marks there, I can take my level, put them on here, and just level this out. That one. Get a nice bubble in there. Make sure I'm good. Okay. Now, you just put the box up there roughly to make sure it looks somewhat good. The only problem is that there's these little tabs that stick out here. So I know that at the 50% mark, I'm going to have to just do a little divot there and a little divot right there. Okay, now we'll take our drywall saw. I'll start out here in the field. Stab in. This is good. This is tough drywall. This is fire rated drywall, so it's really thick stuff. It's really hard and heavy. Alright, let's see how we do on a dry fit. Alright, my tabs are close, but they need to come out a little bit more. See how that does? Alright, we're pretty tight. It's a very tight fit, which is good. You want it tight. And it has to be loose enough that you can get these sections in there. I think I got it. I'm very, very, very close. A little bit tight here on the left. Let me just try to shave off a smidgen. All right, we got it. I think we're in. All right. Let's see if we can get this in. Very close. Just doing a tight fit here, as you can tell. Just about there. Make sure we're good. All right. All right. That's very good. Now, these tabs have to come up, over, and in order to do their thing. Put my drill on 2. All right, that started to catch. Okay, stop. Check it by hand. See how well we're doing. Okay, that's good. That's a really good cut-in box, nice and solidly anchored. There is your your high voltage box. Now we want to put in this low voltage box. Now what I would like to do is I would like the opening to be at the exact same height as this opening here. So I have a 2-foot level right here. What I'm going to do, okay, let me try it with this level, the torpedo level. Let me try it like this. Let me just verify once I do this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is get myself a bubble here. A nice bubble right there. And I can bring that across just to get that perfect. And I can do the same thing over here. Nice bubble. And just bring that across straight. Oops. Okay. Now that I've got that, when I line this up, what I can do is just say, okay, I want to go right about here. Let's just use this as a gauge. Okay. Now, I'll get my top and bottom this way. Okay. Now, when you measure this one, you want to measure on the inside. So on this one here, it is 2 1/8 by just over 3 5/8. 2 1/8 by 3 5/8. Okay, let's get our straight line here. 2 1/8 takes us to right here. So there's that line here. Okay, now we said that that other number was 3 5/8. Alright, so let's take this out to 10. So it's 13 5/8 and 10 are our two numbers. 13 5/8, and I'm just splitting the difference. Okay, so 13 5/8 is right here, and 10 is right there. Then I could come down a little bit lower. I'm going to go here and then take that to 13 5/8. 13 1/2, 13 5/8 is right there. Okay, now I've got my two lines. Now let's go ahead and get a level on that. One, and then there's the second one right there. Okay, good to go there. Let's make sure that this actually looks like it's going to work. And that does that way. And that does that way. Then what you do, you got tabs here. You want to fold them down so when you screw these in, the tabs sink in to grab your material. There's that one. Okay, that pretty much does it on how to install a high voltage and low voltage box. So it's a metal cut-in box and a low voltage box for like Cat 6 Ethernet cabling or any type of LAN cabling, Ethernet cabling is telephone wire or speaker wire, whatever. You could use the low voltage box for your high voltage power and so forth. You want to use the cut-in box, metal cut-in box would be ideal. That wraps it up. I hope you liked the video. Please click on like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, KenTraining. See you later.